On the streets of Paris, people are mourning the loss of the most photographed woman in the world.
Crazy laugh of where there was just pure happiness shown on her face.
For years, Prince William and Prince Harry stayed silent about their mother's tragic fate. But now, shocking claims have surfaced, allegations that could shake the monarchy to its core. What have Diana's sons finally revealed about King Charles? And why is the royal family scrambling? Stay tuned. This changes everything. When Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer married in 1981, the world believed it was the perfect fairy tale. Millions tuned in to watch the grand ceremony, a moment that should have been the start of a beautiful journey. But behind the royal spectacle, cracks were forming from the very beginning. Diana, only 19 at the time, was thrust into royal life with little preparation. She quickly realized that her husband's heart belonged to someone else, Camilla Parker Bowles. The feeling of being an outsider in her own marriage weighed heavily on her. The pressure of royal duties and Charles's emotional distance made Diana feel isolated, despite being one of the most photographed women in the world.
Or Sam relationship to what I meant to say, which is basically that it's a very great pleasure for me to come.
Over time, her sadness became impossible to hide. Diana publicly admitted that she struggled deeply in her marriage, famously saying, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." That confession only confirmed what many had suspected, that Charles and Camilla's bond never faded, even after he married Diana. The emotional turmoil that followed left lasting scars. But could this strained relationship have played a role in events far more devastating? That's where things get even more complicated. After the separation, Diana was determined to carve out a new life for herself. She focused on humanitarian work, becoming a champion for causes like HIV/AIDS awareness and the removal of landmines. But even as she found her voice outside the palace, the royal family's presence still loomed over her life. Her romance with Dodi Al Fayed, the son of Egyptian billionaire Mohammed Al Fayed, was widely publicized. The media followed their every move, fueling endless speculation. Paparazzi photos of Diana on vacation with Dodi made headlines worldwide, further intensifying public interest in her private life.
The type of program I've been looking for some time, and I'm very happy to have done.
But what few realized at the time was that Diana had confided in close friends about her fears. She believed she was being watched and had even voiced concerns that she was in danger. Some claim she was deeply unsettled by the way the royal institution continued to control aspects of her life, even after the divorce. As her relationship with Dodi gained attention, the scrutiny around her intensified. Then came that fateful night in Paris, a night that would change everything. Was it really just an accident, or was there more to the story than the world was told? On August 30th, 1997, Diana and Dodi dined at the Ritz Paris, trying to enjoy a private evening. But outside, a swarm of paparazzi waited, eager to snap their next photo.
Well, I just hurt my arms and my legs, and I work in environment.
The couple, along with their driver, Henry Paul, and bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones, attempted to leave the hotel undetected. Shortly after midnight, they slipped out through a back exit, stepping into a Mercedes-Benz sedan. Their destination? Dodi's apartment, but they never made it. As their car sped through the Pont de l'Alma tunnel, reports claim Henri Paul lost control and crashed into a pillar. Dodi and Henri Paul died instantly. Diana, still alive, was rushed to the hospital. Doctors worked tirelessly to save her, but within hours she was gone. The world was in shock. Millions mourned as the heartbreaking news spread. But almost immediately, questions began to arise. Was the crash really due to speeding and an intoxicated driver? Or was there something more sinister at play? Many pointed out the unusual circumstances: the missing CCTV footage, the presence of a mysterious white Fiat Uno, and the eerie way Diana had expressed fear about something happening to her.
My list's completely empty. It's all come to us. It's marvelous.
It has.
Yeah.
Diana's death left the world searching for answers, but her sons, William and Harry, were left with something far greater, an unshakable grief that would shape their lives forever. Almost as soon as Diana's death was announced, conspiracy theories took hold. One of the loudest voices questioning the official story was Mohammed Al Fayed. He firmly believed that Diana and his son were targeted. But why? According to Al Fayed, Diana was expecting Dodi's child, a claim that, if true, could have sent shockwaves through the monarchy. He alleged that the royal family would never have allowed such a connection to the throne. Some theorists supported his claims, pointing to Diana's own words. She had reportedly told friends she feared for her life. Another suspicious element, the so-called missing CCTV footage.
She's always more than happy to go down those steps and join the other children. We do see a lot of children.
Given the high security nature of Paris, why was there no clear footage of the crash? Some believe that key evidence was removed before it could be publicly analyzed. And then there was the mysterious white Fiat Uno. Official reports stated that the Mercedes had collided with a Fiat, but the driver was never identified. Some claimed the vehicle belonged to James Anderson, a paparazzo, but he later died under strange circumstances, adding to the intrigue. Despite official investigations ruling the crash an accident, whispers of a cover-up never faded. And as time went on, Diana's own children began to question the story they had been told. Prince Harry has never shied away from discussing his mother's tragic death. But in recent years, his words have become more direct, more revealing. In his memoir and interviews, Harry spoke about the moment he learned of Diana's death. As a child, he accepted the official explanation. But as he grew older, doubts crept in.
Happened to my mum, and the fact that I was a kid and I felt helpless.
He even retraced the route of his mother's final moments, trying to understand how such a catastrophic crash could happen in such a short tunnel. What unsettled him the most was the role of the paparazzi. According to Harry, Diana's final moments were spent under the glare of flashing cameras. He has accused some of the photographers of taking pictures instead of helping her. But beyond the media, Harry has also hinted at something deeper, a failure within the royal family to protect Diana. He has drawn parallels between the way his mother was treated and the way his wife, Meghan Markle, was treated. In his eyes, the monarchy's indifference to relentless press scrutiny played a role in Diana's suffering. While Harry stops short of making direct accusations, his words carry a weight that suggests he believes Diana's fate was avoidable, if only those around her had acted differently.
Lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother.
Unlike Harry, Prince William remains loyal to royal traditions. But even he has made statements that hint at frustration with the way his mother was treated. William has condemned the media for their relentless pursuit of Diana, calling it harassment. He has also expressed anger at how the palace handled her struggles, particularly in her final years. One of the clearest moments of tension came when William addressed the infamous Martin Bashir interview, where Diana revealed her deepest struggles. The BBC later admitted that the interview was obtained through deceitful means, and William used the moment to criticize the press for fueling his mother's fears. Though William avoids direct criticism of his father, those who have followed his journey closely see signs of lingering resentment. He has never publicly embraced Camilla the way the rest of the family has, and some believe his reluctance stems from the pain his mother endured. Could William's quiet disapproval grow louder in the years to come? If so, it could change everything for the monarchy.
I take very seriously, but with my family and with my role of air ambulance.
Princess Diana's impact didn't end with her tragic passing. It only grew stronger. Decades later, she remains one of the most beloved figures in modern history. Her compassion, her struggles, and her ability to connect with people on a deeply human level ensured that her story would never be forgotten. Her two sons, William and Harry, have carried her legacy in different ways. William, as the future king, upholds the traditions of the monarchy, carefully navigating the royal institution while honoring his mother's memory. Harry, on the other hand, has taken a very different route, choosing to leave royal life behind, openly criticizing the institution that he believes failed to protect his mother. Despite their differences, one thing is clear. Both brothers are deeply affected by the way their mother was treated, and as they grow older, they seem more willing to question the past. The official investigations have ruled Diana's death an accident. But why do so many people still doubt that conclusion? Is it because of the unanswered questions, the missing CCTV footage, or Diana's own warnings about her safety? Or is it simply because the circumstances of her death feel too tragic, too sudden, to accept at face value? The resurgence of interest in Diana's story, through documentaries, television shows, and public discussions, has ensured that these questions will never fully go away. The world still wonders, was Diana a victim of fate or of something far more complicated? As time goes on, will William and Harry ever reveal more? Or will the truth remain locked away behind the walls of the monarchy? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Diana's story isn't over. It lives on through her sons and through the millions who refuse to forget. Her sons have hinted at their own doubts, but will they ever reveal the full truth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal deep dives.